Hey, welcome back to the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, your community cultivator and founder of Be Free Project. I help women who are ready to flourish, feel fulfilled, and be free to show up for themselves. I am deeply passionate about community, sisterhood, and personal growth. So if that's your jam, keep on listening. And now let's get into the show. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm so glad that you decided to tune in for another week. This week, I am loving ginger drink from Trader Joe's specifically. And this drink is so yummy. It's 100% ginger, and you add hot water to it. And I like to add a teaspoon or so of raw honey. Listen, if you are a ginger fan like me, this drink will give you your whole life. It is very gingery, so it's very strong, but it's very yummy, and it's just the energizing boost that I need throughout the day, and it just tastes so good. So that is what I'm loving this week, 100% ginger drink from Trader Joe's. On to today's topic. Now listen, before I get into it, this may be a difficult episode for some based on the questions that I'm going to share. And I understand that, but I want you to be present in the moment. I want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to fully listen, and then I want you to do your work, period. So, the questions that I'm going to ask for every single one, whatever answer you come up with, you follow up with why or why not. Do you like yourself? Do you like your job? Do you like your body? Do you love yourself? Do you like the way that you dress? Do you like your home? Do you like how you talk to yourself? Do you like your friends? Do you like the neighborhood that you live in? Do you like your life? Do you like the way that you take care of yourself? Now, if you're really honest with yourself and you take time to really answer from a place of truth, these questions may be a little difficult. And the reason that I wanted to ask these questions here on the podcast, because during quarantine, so much has happened. Like being, especially when there was a time when we couldn't like really go anywhere and you were more confined to your home, you were forced to see yourself. You were forced to look at yourself. You were forced to be in your home. You had to see the people that you spend the most time with, or maybe these people you've been avoiding for some time, your family, your friends. And now we're at a point where we have a little bit more freedom, and it's time to ask yourself these tough questions. So that way you're not going back into the same old pattern of how things were before, but you're coming out better. For example, if your answer to the question, do you like yourself, is no, then it's time to dig deep and figure out why. And that may require you some therapy, some journaling, something of that nature to really get in tune with why don't you like yourself? What don't you like about yourself? And then what are you willing to do to change? And again, these questions require honesty. And you may not like your answers, and that's okay. But I don't want you to listen to this podcast week after week and not do the work to change your life. Let me be transparent with you. I did not always like my life. In fact, there were times this year, 2020, where I didn't like my life. And I was frustrated. I think I shared on the podcast, there were moments when I felt like I was suffocating. And it's how I came up with the 3 to be free, because I'm like, I need to something. And I had to care for Siobhan in a way that I never cared for her before. And that meant that I had to do a lot of deep, deep work. And I had to answer the questions that I just gave you. And if I didn't like myself, or I didn't like my life, or whatever, what was I going to do about it? Because I'm the only one that can change it. And I decided to change. I decided to put in the work. And it's so obvious the work that I put in, because when I put two pictures of myself side by side from the beginning of quarantine until now, it is obvious the change and the shift that has happened in my life. And so I encourage you to do the hard thing, to do the hard work, answer the questions in your journal so that you can do your inner work. And again, answering these questions require you to be 100% honest with yourself. And then, only then, once you're honest, really, really honest, you work on one thing at a time. One thing. So for example, if you don't like your body, then you focus on that. And what you can do every day to get yourself started is to go for a walk. Every day, commit to walking and drinking more water and eating food that bless your body every day. And you just focus on that. And you don't worry about anything else. You show up and do the other things you need to do. But the one thing that you work on is your health, right? If you don't like the way that you think and your limiting beliefs have you stuck in a spiral, then you work on your limiting beliefs. And you do that by getting the Girl Be Free affirmation cards, a curated deck of 31 cards that will empower you every single day. And maybe you pull a card and you recite that card every single day. Or maybe you pull a new card day after day, whatever. In order to change the way that you think, you have to put in positive statements, positive words, positive affirmations. And you keep your affirmations with you everywhere you go. And that's how you begin to change. It's the little steps that you do every single day. And guess what? Again, this is not a sprint. It is a marathon. So there's no rush. If you don't like something, take it step by step by step to change it. And listen, you may think, pre-listening to this podcast, you had it all together, right? And if you think that people don't notice that you're suffering silently or that you're stuck, we notice. The more that I grow, the more I can see how stuck women are. Women that I follow or see or follow me on social, people that I see in real life, how stuck they are is so obvious. It's almost like there's a sign above their head that says, I'm stuck. I can see it so clearly. And what I want is for women to do their work. And this is why I'm showing up every day, because I know what it feels like to be stuck. And by golly, I know what it feels like to be free and to really grow from the inside out. And this is no judgment at all for anyone, right? I'm just observing and I'm sharing. So when I can see that someone is stuck, it shows up on their skin. It shows up in how they speak. It shows up in how they think about themselves. It shows up in the weight that they're carrying or the lack of weight. It shows up in the people that they choose to hang around. It shows up in so many different areas. It's so obvious to me. And it's why I'm committed to helping, serving, supporting through the work that I do. And not only am I doing the work for myself so I can continue to grow, I'm doing the work so I can help you. And the only way that I can help you is if you first help yourself. And so in the Be Free Inner Circle, every day, the women have access to me as their coach to support them on their journey. In the Be Free Inner Circle, women can be vulnerable. They can share their deepest fears. They can share their dreams. And daily, from everyone in the community, they're getting support. They get accountability. So then this way they don't have to give up on themselves. And they're answering the hard questions. And they have me along with the other women to hold them accountable. That is what you need on this journey. You need community support. You need sisterhood. You need people that genuinely care about you. And they're alongside of you holding your hand. So when the days when you don't like yourself, when the days when you feel like giving up, they're saying, hey girl, hey, I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to hold your hand because we're in this together. You want women who are on a similar path as you, right? That's going to support you on your journey. And whether you're just getting started in your journey and you lack consistency with following up, or maybe you start and you stop and you start and you stop, or maybe your life is golden and you can be an inspiration to someone else. Now more than ever, we need community. And this is why I'm so grateful for the women that I have chosen to be in my circle, in my space, my real friends, because they help me when days when I don't feel like helping myself. And you need that same support around you. So you can go to BeFreeInnerCircle.com. Every single month we have multiple live workshops. We have curated content to help you really move forward in your life, and it's designed to help you do the work, but also to give you sisterhood and community where you can build real and genuine relationships with women who are like you. So go to BeFreeInnerCircle.com to become a member. Your action step for this week is to simply answer those questions. That's it. Answer those questions for yourself. Share this episode with someone you love and care about. Take 2 seconds to leave a 5-star review with a couple of sentences about what you liked about the episode. Take a picture of the podcast and text it to your girl like, hey girl, hey, go listen to this. Or you can share the link with someone else. And as always, if you ever feel moved to do so and you want to donate to support in any way, shape, or form to my coffee habit or anything else, feel free to click the donate button in the show notes. As always, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your personal growth journey. And until next time, girl, be free. Hi, my name is Jasmine Alexander, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I am currently a member of the Be Free Inner Circle, and I absolutely enjoy being a part of this community. Siobhan is just a fresh breath of air, and there's so many women in there that are just full of inspiration and encouragement, which I truly love. I enjoy the community, the inspiration, the encouragement that I receive while I'm in the inner circle. And it just means a lot to me to be able to have that type of support. I'm also a single mom, so I really do enjoy having the flexibility to log in at my leisure and just check in when I need it. It gives me that push that I need in order to keep going. And I'm just very grateful to be a part of the Be Free Inner Circle and to have so many great women on my side.